You're gonna die, and I'm gonna die. Everyone you love is gonna die. Everyone I love is gonna die. And a lot of people live like they have immortality. What do I mean by that? So many people spend their lives doing some shit they don't care about for 40 to 60 hours a week because they're told that's what they need to do. And let me make one thing clear. There are some people, definitely out there, who have a genuine passion for a traditional career pathway. Ever since they were a kid, they really wanted to be a nurse. They really wanted to be a doctor. They wanted to be a firefighter, whatever it may be. If that's what you want to do with your life, then you're not even just doing it you genuinely care about that. So please pursue that. But ever since I was a kid, there was nothing, there was no traditional career pathway that I wanted to pursue. And I thought when I was smoking weed every single day that I wanted to go to college, get a degree, and then just work a decent paying job. Maybe when I'm 30, I'll be able to get a mortgage. Maybe when I'm 55, I'll be able to pay it off. Maybe when I'm 65, I'll be able to have one nice car. I thought that was the kind of lifestyle I wanted to pursue. But once I stopped smoking, once I stopped all these, the gooning, all that shit, and I still have a problem with scrolling. Like, I'm not a perfect human being. I have my vices, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But once I cut out the majority of the short-term pleasure, I realized that I was living a life that was handed down to me. I wasn't living the life I want to live. And this is what I was trying to say before. So many people will spend their entire lives just doing some shit they don't care about, working a job they hate until the day they die. And let me just explain one thing. I'm going to work my ass off while I'm young, while I'm trying to build something. I'm not over here saying, escape the matrix, bro, drop out, quit your job. Hell no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm going to work so many jobs I don't give a shit about, and as long as I need to. But I refuse to let that be my reality. I refuse to do that until I'm 65. I refuse. You can say I'm stupid. This isn't how reality works, son. I thought that way when I was your age. I refuse to do it sober. I'm not going to be sober-minded and go through life doing some shit I do not care about until the day I die. And I really want to do content creation, and I want to provide some online services to people. And people hear that, they really think it's stupid, a lot, especially people older than me, and understandably so. But here's my mentality. If there's one person out there who can do it, even though there's thousands, right? Let's say there was only one person who was making $5,000 a month through content creation, a consistent $5,000. That means I can do it too. There's nothing I don't think I can do that's, within the lines of reality. I don't give a shit if there's a 0.1% chance. I refuse to give up. And I'm going to explain to you how I adapted this mindset, right? The biggest factor that influences the way I think today was quitting nicotine and some other things, which I'll dive into in other videos. It was quitting nicotine, and let me explain why. If for anybody who's watching this who's been through nicotine addiction, it seems impossible to quit. The cravings are so strong, you're literally physically addicted to it, especially vaping. And it took me so long to actually make a breakthrough. Like, I went cold turkey over 50 times probably. I would just throw it away, buy another one, throw it away, quit for a couple hours, go back, even quit for a couple months. But once I was able to break through from that cycle, I realized I could do anything that I put my mind to. And it's the same principle with the gym. You walk in there, you might be overweight, you might be skinny, but not after a couple days, maybe after a couple months, that's when you see a little bit of progress. But after a couple years, that's when you really start to, see those results. And it's the results of showing up every single day, giving it your all, pushing out of your comfort zone. So working out consistently, quitting nicotine, quitting weed, quitting all these other, bullshit habits. That is what has led me to believe that I do not want to live an average life. And I'm not saying that if you work a traditional career, you're average. No, I believe that somebody who makes $30,000 a year is more successful than somebody who makes $100 billion a year, assuming that that person who makes $30,000 is genuinely satisfied with the kind of life they live. Maybe they're happy to just be able to spend some time with their family. Maybe they don't really care about money. They don't care about that, right? They just want to live a decent life. And if that's what you really want to do, then you could be happy, more happier than somebody making a shit ton of money. Because it's not really the money that's going to make you happy. It's going to be the fulfillment with your purpose. You know, if you really think you're meant to be a teacher, you want to be a top-level surgeon, you know, pursue that. Please pursue that. That's your calling. But I really do feel like that content creation is something that I can make work. And even if there's a 0.1% chance, I'm going to make it work. I don't care if future partners, you know, if I'm talking to a girl and I end up explaining to her what I want to do with my life and she thinks it's stupid, so be it. There's nobody in my life who actually really thinks this is a good idea, the kind of extreme measures I'm taking. So this isn't, you know, something for validation. I believe that this is the investment. This is a sacrifice right now. Looking like I'm stupid, doing these videos. This YouTube video is going to get under 100 views, and 100 might be generous. This is a sacrifice, and it's going to pay off one day. So, you know, this video was a little bit redundant. There really wasn't a theme. I just, you know, hit record. But if there's one thing you take away from it, you can do anything, and don't follow the path that's set out for you. Create your own. Because that path that was set out for you by your family was set out for them by their parents, right? It's an outdated path. Please don't let this video be like, oh, this guy's saying drop out, escape the matrix, blah. Nope. Pursue what your soul craves. If you want to be a gym teacher, go do it. If you want to be a scientist, a philosopher, whatever it is, just pursue it. And it will pay off one day. And this is coming from somebody who hasn't made it, and you can use me as a testimony. It's all going to pay off one day, because at the end of the day, you're going to die and it's not going to matter. And this is going to hit surface level for you. You hear it, right? Oh, you only live once. You only live once, so it doesn't matter what you do with your life. It matters how satisfied you are with the things you've achieved, with the kind of day-to-day life you've lived, right? So do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams, because if there's a 0.1% chance of it happening, it's not like you're spinning a wheel and it's luck. No, you're going to have to try, fail. Then you're going to win. Then you're going to fail. Then you're going to win. And then you're going to see this exponential progress. So please bet on yourself. Please bet on yourself. Your future self is thanking you. And I appreciate you guys tapping into this video.